and Europe decided to make it our capital. This is where the seat of our government is, and that's where it will always be. So obviously, we appreciated President Trump's move. Another country did the same, and I look forward to the day when Romania does it, and so will others. And by the way, I expect others to do it very soon. So it's a question of time, I'm sure, but it will take place. When the government of Romania decides to move its embassy to Jerusalem and recognize that Jerusalem as Israel's capital, we'll be there with a red carpet, I assure you.
Talking about our relationship, let me tell you a very brief story. I was in Jerusalem, and a lady who was serving in the restaurant was asking me, where are you from? And I was saying, from Bucharest, from Romania. I said, oh, really? And I was thinking to myself that probably someone from her family is from Romania. And she said, no. I know something from the school. Romania was a country who was not interrupting the diplomatic relationship with Israel whatsoever. So I was in Bucharest, I was in Brasov, I was in Timișoara, and she was so happy about Romania. And I realized once again that our relationship, I mean our friendship and the love between our nation is amazing. The question is, the partnership between our two states, it is on the same level, in your opinion, between our governments, is it on the same level?
Well, I think it's reflected in the depth of contacts. You know, we cooperate in so many areas, and Israeli investors invested in Romania. First of all, they thought it was good business, but also I think it's a reflection of the sympathy. We cooperate on matters of security, anti-terror. Romania stands often with Israel in difficult diplomatic arenas, and we appreciate this. We recognize our friends, and we consider Romania a great friend.
How do you work with the Romanian government now, and what do you expect? I mean, can we have like a grade to say our relationship with the Romanian government is, I don't know, 7, but how can you...
I don't rank it as a 7. No, I rank it higher.
It's 9.
Close to the top, I would say.
It's 9. How can you make it 10? How can you make it 1,000?
Well, I'm going to meet the Prime Minister right now at this important summit, and I'm very proud of the fact that it's the first summit that a foreign leader has been invited. I take it as a compliment to my country and to my people and to our friendship. And I think that there are many ways we can make it better, and we will. But I look forward to the concrete discussions with the Prime Minister. She was in Jerusalem. We had a very, very good meeting, and I'm sure we'll have a good one now. But it's on an upward trajectory because of the natural sympathy, because of common interests, because of common values. We are a common civilization, not only because we have this human bridge of close to 500,000 Israelis who come from Romania, but also because we're being challenged by the forces of radical Islam that want to bring down our civilization, kill our people. And we see that the sources of militant Islam are not only the radical Sunnis like Al-Qaeda, and now Daesh, ISIS, but also Iran. Iran, the radical Shiites that it leads, they have just sponsored several terrorist attacks on the soil of Europe, which we help prevent. And so we have a common interest to both bring our countries forward and bring a better life to our people, but also bring a safer life to our people against these common threats. And all of this, I look forward to discussing with the leaders here in Varna.
Prime Minister, before you came here, you said in the Israeli press, to strengthen our ties with any country, but this is also a block of countries with I want to provide my policies, to change the European hypocritical and hostile approach. What is your vision for this country from this region, and how can you change the attitude that you described? Last year you said about the European Union is crazy. Now you are saying about hypocritical and hostile. How can you change that?
It's an awful thing for a prime minister to be quoted. How can you possibly remember every quote that I made? You're right, I didn't, obviously. I wasn't referring to Europe.
It was an important one.
Yeah, but I wasn't referring to Europe or the countries of Europe, but certain bureaucracy that often does not treat Israel fairly, and I want Israel to be treated fairly. It's the only democracy in the Middle East. It's the only democracy in a very broad radius. We believe in the values of freedom, the values of protecting all religions. You know that in Israel, Israel is the only country in the Middle East where the Christian community is not merely protected, it's thriving, it's growing. Everywhere else it's being decimated. We protect not only the religious sides, we protect the people, their right to worship. So I think that this should be reflected in the common policies of Europe, because Israel does something else that I think people are not aware of, and it's important for me to use this opportunity to make clear. We must have stopped in the last 2-3 years about 40 major terrorist attacks, not against us, but against the entire world, and dozens of them were in Europe. So we protect Europe, and I would say the fact that Israel is there, this bastion of Western values, of European values, in the heart of the Middle East, blocking the march of militant Islam, is something that protects Europe. So I expect some reciprocity and fairness, and I think that's a natural and minimal requirement. I'm sure Romania would expect the same.
I have to say something that I never said in an interview in my whole career. I'm not saying good stuff about politicians or saying good stuff with a politician in the interview, but I admire your leadership, I admire your courage, I admire a lot your strength and the way that you are doing your battles for your convictions and for your nation. I have to say that I'm in love with the story from your family. A story that my viewers know about it. It's about your brother Yoni. And I had a question in my mind, and I was thinking